Hello students, welcome to your channel Parivartan Physics. See, we are in the series of videos where we are learning 5 mark important numerical from physics, second PUC physics, right? So, this playlist already first chapter under electric charges and fields mele 5 marks important numerical video already upload agidire. This is the second video in that. In this way, we'll continue learning 5 mark important numericals from the chapters of second PUC. In the similar way, in another playlist, we are learning 5 mark important derivations from second PUC. So there I have uploaded already the 5 mark important derivations from first chapter as well as second chapter. Even that series will also be continued. So one series of numericals, one series of derivations, and I'm launching one more series of videos where we'll be learning KCET concepts, shortcuts, tricks, and MCQ solving in that series of videos. KCET 2026. It will prepare you thoroughly for KCET 2026. So please go through the playlist once and find the useful videos for you. And if you like the content of this channel, please don't forget to subscribe the channel and share the channel. Right? Okay. So video might be a little bit lengthy. Previous chapter melindu kuda video ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ lengthy itte yakandre I have covered almost all the variety of questions. ಎಷ್ಟು possible varieties ಅದವ ಅಷ್ಟು possible varieties ನಾನು ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. So to cover all the possible varieties, we require more time, right? So ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ lengthy ಇರಬಹುದು, but you will get to know all the variety of numericals, right? Okay. Let us go to the solution of the questions then without wasting the time. Okay, first question. ABCD is a square of side 2 meter. Square of the side number 2 meter. Charges plus 5 nanocoulomb and plus 10 nanocoulomb are placed at corners A, B and C respectively. Find work done to move 5 nanocoulomb charge from D to point of intersection of diagonals. Okay, so ille namagondu square kottidare, right? A square is given to you. Okay, let me say this is the square, and that square is named as ABCD. A square in ABCD anta name madkondidare. So this is A, this is B, this is C, and this is D. At A, he has kept a plus 5 nanocoulomb charge. Adha now Q1 anta tagolona. This is plus 5 nanocoulomb charge. At B, he has kept a second charge, that is plus 5 nanocoulomb. And at C, he has kept third charge, that is plus 10 nanocoulomb charge. Placed at A, B and C respectively. Find work done to move 5 nanocoulomb charge from D to point of intersection of diagonals. Okay. So, point of intersection of diagonals. Now, first diagonals draw madkolona. Let us draw the diagonals. So, the first diagonal is from A to C and second diagonal is from B to D. This is the second diagonal. Okay. So, I will name this point as O. So, this is said to be the center of the square ಅಥವಾ point of intersection of diagonal. ಈಗ ನಾವು ಏನು ಮಾಡೋದರಿ, we want to move 5 nanocoulomb charge. ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ನಮಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ which is of 5 nanocoulomb. There is one more charge given which is of 5 nanocoulomb, right? ಈ 5 nanocoulomb charge ನಾವು ಏನು ಮಾಡೋದಿವಿ, we want to move it from D to O. We want to move it from D to O. So to move this 5 nanocoulomb charge from D to O, how much work is done? That is what we have to calculate. ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವು calculate ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ. Okay, well, so before going to the solution of this, remember side of the square anta namagu kottidare. Side of the square is given, it is 2 meter. I have told you in the previous video also, electric charges and fields ಮೇಲೆ numerical solve ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಸೊ ಈಗ ನಿಮಗೆ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ದ ಸೈಡ್ ಇನ್ ಕೇಸ್ x ಇತ್ತು ಅಂತ ಇಟ್ಕೋರಿ. If it is x, then the length of the diagonal of that square will be x root 2. ಫುಲ್ ಡೈಗೋನಲ್ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ನರ್ ಇದೆ, ಕಾರ್ನರ್ ತನಕ ಇದು ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ನಮಗೆ x root 2 ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ದಿಂದ ಕಾರ್ನರ್ ವರೆಗೂ ನಮಗೆ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಏನದಲ್ಲ ಅದು ನಮಗೆ x by root 2 ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ x by root 2. By applying Pythagoras theorem we will get this. Instead of applying Pythagoras theorem and solving for every question, you go for this directly, right? Full diagonal x root 2, half diagonal x by root 2, right? ಹಂಗಾದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ನಮಗೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, value of AC is equal to BD is equal to, this will be 2 root 2 meters. 2 root 2 meters. X root 2. X ಅಂದ್ರೆ 2 meter ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. Correct? And distances OA is equal to OB is equal to OC is equal to OD is equal to x by root 2. ಅಂದ್ರೆ 2 divided by root 2. 2 divided by root 2 will be root 2. How? Root 2 into root 2 divided by root 2. Root 2 into root 2 ಅಂದ್ರೆ root 4 ಆಗ್ತದ್ರಿ. Root 4 ಅಂದ್ರೆ 2. So 2 and 2 will get cancelled. You will get root 2 as the answer. So 2 by root 2 is root 2 meters. 2 by root 2 is root 2 meters. Correct? So we got the distances. Now how to calculate the work done? In work done ಹೆಂಗೆ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ನಮಗೆ ಬೇಸಿಕಲಿ ಗೊತ್ತದ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ವರ್ಕ್ ಡನ್ ಪರ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್. ವರ್ಕ್ ಡನ್ ಪರ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಇದನ್ನ ಏನಂತ ಬರೀಬಹುದು, ವರ್ಕ್ ಡನ್ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಇಂಟು ದ ಚಾರ್ಜ್. ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಇಂಟು ದ ಚಾರ್ಜ್. ಸೊ ಈ ವರ್ಕ್ ಡನ್ ನೀವು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ you should take the potential difference between the points O and D and multiply the charge which you are moving. So ನಿಮಗೆ ವರ್ಕ್ ಡನ್ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ you should know the potential at point O, potential at point D and the charge which you are moving. So ಯಾವ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ನಾವು ಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡತ್ತೀವಿ, 5 ನ್ಯಾನೋಕೂಲಮ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ನಾವು ಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡತ್ತೀವಿ. ಈಗ ನೀವು ಫೈಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗಿದ್ದು ಏನಂತಂದ್ರೆ potential at point O and potential at point D you have to find. Substitute that here, you will get the work done. So let us find VO as well as VD. So how to find VO now? VO ಯಾವ ತರ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? See, to find potential at point O, to find potential at point O, how many potentials are there at point O? You that know first. ಈಗ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ O ಒಳಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತಾವಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ how many charges are in its surrounding. ಆ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ದ ಸರೌಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್ ಅದಾವ ಅಷ್ಟು ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ಸ್ ಆ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಇರ್ತಾವ್ರಿ. For example, here in the surrounding of O there is 5 nanocoulomb Q1, there is Q2, there is Q3. These three are static charges. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವು ಸ್ಟಾಟಿಕ್ ಅದಾವ್ರಿ, ಮೂವ್ ಆಗತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. This is moving charge, it is moving from D to O. So there will be ಈ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ದ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಈ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಒಳಗೆ ತಗೋಬಾರ್ದು, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಅದರ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ಲಿ ವೇರಿ ಆಗ್ತಿರ್ತದೆ. So you have to take only the potentials due to the static charges at point O. ಯಾವುದೇ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ನೀವು ಬರಿಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಟಾಟಿಕ್ ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್ ಅದು ಮಾತ್ರ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ಸ್ ಗಳನ್ನು ತಗೋಬೇಕು. Okay, well, so there is potential due to Q1, there is potential due to Q3, there is potential due to Q3. Sorry, Q2 ಮತ್ತು Q3. So 3 potentials are there. So now VO ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ I will write it as V1 plus V2 plus V3 ಅಂತ ಬರಿತೀನಿ. 3 potentials. Right, I will continue it here. So VO is equal to, ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಮೂರು potentials ಅನ್ನು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಏನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, 1/4 pi epsilon naught Q divided by R. Correct? So 1/4 pi epsilon naught ಈ ಮೂರು ತಿಳಗೆ ಕಾಮನ್ ಬರ್ತದ್ರಿ. I will take it common. So 1/4 pi epsilon naught in the bracket Q1 divided by Q1 the distance, ಆ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ದಿಂದ ಅದರದ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಏನದ OA ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಿ, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ OA ಪ್ಲಸ್ Q2 divided by ಇದರದ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟದ OB ಅಂತಂದ್ರಿ, OB ಪ್ಲಸ್ Q3 divided by OC, right? OC, like this we have to take, right? Okay, next, what is 1/4 pi epsilon naught? It is 9 into 10 raised to 9. 9 into 10 raised to 9. You know, OA, OB, OC, all these are equal to root 2. OA, OB, OC. So this is root 2, this is root 2, this is root 2. I will take it common, divided by root 2. Divided by root 2. Okay, in the bracket, you will get Q1 plus Q2 plus Q3. Right? 3 charges we will get. Next. See, this is 9 into 10 raised to 9. 9 into 10 raised to 9 divided by root 2 in Q1, Q2, Q3. Notice this is 5 nanocoulomb, 5 nanocoulomb, 10 nanocoulomb. Nano, nano, nano. Right? So nano is common. Nano andre 10 raised to minus 9. So idanna na ee tara baritinri, 5 plus 5 plus 10 into 10 raised to minus 9. Andre ivella taraginda nano 10 raised to minus 9 na ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಕಾಮನ್ ತಗೋತೀವಿ. So 10 raised to plus 9 and 10 raised to minus 9 will get cancelled. 5 plus 5, 10, 10 plus 10, 20. 20 into 9, it will be 180. 180. Right? This is 5 plus 5, 10, 10 plus 10, 20. 20 into 9, 180. 180 divided by root 2. 180 divided by root 2. So 180 divided by root 2. Root 2 means it is 1.414. So let us calculate its value. Let us calculate its value. Correct? So what I will get? So this is 180 divided by root 2. Root 2 is 1.414. Right? So this will be 127.29. So 127.29 volt. This much I will get the potential at point O. So potential at point O nimagu bante. Potential at point O we got this much. So potential at point O is 127.29 volts. Similarly, you have to calculate potential at point D. Okay, now to calculate potential at point D, I will again write it as, see, 1/4 pi epsilon naught antu common bartadri. So I will take it first, I will directly come for this step. 1/4 pi epsilon naught into the bracket Q1 divided by first charge. Yav point ada potential you baratiri, D point. So you have to take this distance now. This distance you have to take. That is AD. AD. plus plus q2 q2 divided by this distance you have to take bd, right? bd plus q3 q3 divided by this distance you have to take, that is cd, correct? So like this we will get. Next, 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught means 9 into 10 raised to 9. 9 into 10 raised to 9. Now substitute the values. ಈಗ values ಗಳನ್ನು substitute ಮಾಡ್ರಿ. Q1 how much it is? 5 nanocoulomb, right? 5 nanocoulomb. So 5 divided by AD. What is the value of AD? AD is 2 meter. So I will take it as 2 plus Q2 it is 5 nanocoulomb. So 5 divided by BD. What is the value of BD? Full diagonal it is 2 root 2. 2 root 2, right? 2 root 2 plus Q3 is 10 nanocoulomb. So I will take it as 10 divided by distance of that Q3 from point D, it is 2 meter. So I will write it as 2. Okay, ಇಷ್ಟು ನಮಗೆ ಬರ್ತದ್ರಿ. ಈ ನೀವು ಎಲ್ಲ ತರದ ನ್ಯಾನೋ ಅಂತ ಏನಿತ್ತೆ, I will take that nano common, 10 to the power minus 9. 10 to the power minus 9. So 10 to the power plus 9, 10 to the power minus 9 will get cancelled, right? See, in the denominator we have 2 common. In denominator we have 2 common. In numerator I can take 5 common, right? So what I will get? I will get it as 9 into 5 divided by 2. In the bracket what I will get? I will get it as 1. ಇದು ನೋಡ್ರಿ 5 ಕಾಮನ್ ಬಂತ, ನ್ಯೂಮರೇಟರ್ ಒಳಗಿಂದ 5 ಕಾಮನ್ ಬಂತ, ಡಿನಾಮಿನೇಟರ್ ಒಳಗಿಂದ 2 ಕಾಮನ್ ಬಂತ. ಇಲ್ಲೇ this will be 1 divided by root 2. This will be 2 divided by 1. 2 divided by 1. 5 2s are 10. Correct? Okay. So this I can write it as 9 into 5 is 45. 45 divided by 2. 45 divided by 2. In the bracket I can write it as 1 plus 2, 3 plus 1 divided by root 2. 3 plus 1 divided by root 2. Now let us simplify this. This now simplify ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. So this is 45 divided by 2. 45 divided by 2. If I take the LCM, root 2 I will multiply for 3. So this will be 3 root 2 plus 1 divided by root 2. Divided by root 2. Correct? ಈಗ ಇದನ್ನ ನಾವು simplify ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಬೇಕು. Let us simplify this. Okay, so I can write it like this now. Root 2 1.414, we know that. Okay, 1.414 into 3 that is 4.242. This is 4.242 plus 1 plus 1, it is 5.242. Okay, numerator ನಮಗೆ ಬಂತ 5.242 divided by root 2. Divided by root 2 ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ divided by 1.414. So this will be 3.707. So I will get it as 45 divided by 2 into 3.707. 3.707 into 45 divided by 2. So it is 83.41. 83.41 volt. This much is the potential at point D. I got potential at point O. Potential at point O namak banta. This much is the potential at point O. I got potential at point D. This much is the potential at point D. Next we want to calculate work done. So here I will write work done to move the charge 5 nanocoulomb to move 5 nanocoulomb from D to O. From D to O. Correct? So that is work done is equal to potential at O minus potential at D into the charge which we are moving. So potential at O is how much? 127.29 minus potential at D is how much? 83.41 into the charge which we are moving is 5 nanocoulomb. 5 into 10 raised to minus 9. That is the charge we are moving. So let us subtract this minus 127.29 minus 83.41. This is 43.88 into 5 219.4 into 10 to the power minus 9 joule. This much will be the work done. Ishtu namaga work done irtadri. Correct? This is how we have to calculate the work done. Okay, that's all about question number 1. Next, we'll go for question number 2. Hope you understood that. Okay, see here. Charges 5 microcoulomb, 4 microcoulomb and 6 microcoulomb are placed at 3 corners A, B and C respectively of square ABCD of side x meters. What charge must be placed at the 4th corner so that the potential at the center of the square has to be 0? Center of the square potential namagu 0 agbekanta keltanu. Okay, it is again on the square. So geometrical figure given in this problem is also a square. So let me take a square here first. Okay, this is the square. So I will name that square as ABCD. Okay, since it is given in the question itself, so I will name it as A, B, C, D. Side of the square is given as x meters. So here the charges Q1 is equal to 5 microcoulomb. Here the charge is Q2. Q2 is equal to 4 microcoulomb. Here the charge is Q3. Q3 is equal to 6 microcoulomb. These many charges they have given. We have to calculate the 4th charge Q4. What is the 4th charge Q4? We have to calculate. So that potential at the center is 0 antandare. So center ಒಳಗೆ potential ನಮಗೆ 0 ಆಗಬೇಕಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. So this is the diagonal and this is also the diagonal. So how much is the potential at this center of the center ಒಳಗೆ potential 0 ಅಂತ already ಹೇಳಿದನ್ರಿ. Center ಒಳಗೆ potential 0 ಇರಬೇಕು. Correct? And we already know distances OA is equal to OB is equal to OC is equal to OD is equal to x divided by root 2 meters. Correct? ಈಗ ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ನಮಗೆ 0 ಇರಬೇಕಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. ಟೋಟಲ್ 4 ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್ ಅದಾವ, Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. ಹಿಯರ್ Q4 is not moving, it is static. ಸೊ ಅದು ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಒಂದು ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಐತ್ರಿ, ಹೌ ಮಚ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಐ ಡೋಂಟ್ ನೋ, ಬಟ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಫೈಂಡ್ ಇಟ್. ಬಟ್ he is telling one thing, that by all these 4 charges potential at the center is 0. Correct? So potential at the center is equal to, I will write it as V1 plus V2 plus V3 plus V4 ಅಂತ ಬರೀತೀನಿ. ಈ ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಒಳಗಿಂದ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಏನದ, ಇದು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ 0 ಆಗ್ಬೇಕಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ 0. Correct? All these potentials I have to calculate by using the formula 1 by 4 pi epsilon q divided by r. Andre potential due to a point charge we have to use. Correct? So ille I will take 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught common. So 1 divided by 4 pi epsilon naught in the bracket I will get it as q1 divided by its distance, that is OA, plus q2 divided by its distance, that is OB, plus q3 divided by its distance, that is OC, plus q4 divided by its distance OD. Like this I will write. If I take this 1 by 4 pi epsilon completely on this side, 0 divided by 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, it will become 0. So 0 is equal to, I will get it as q1 divided by OA. ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ನಮಗೆ x by root 2 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಿ. So this is x by root 2 plus q2 divided by x by root 2, q2 divided by x divided by root 2 plus q3 divided by x by root 2 plus q4 divided by x by root 2. ಈಗಿಲ್ಲೇ I will take 1 by x by root 2 common. In the bracket I will get q1 plus q2 plus q3 plus q4 I will get. If I take this 1 by x root 2 on this side, it will get multiplied with 0 and it will become again 0. So 0 is equal to, I will get q1 plus q2 plus q3 plus q4. Now substitute the values. Okay, so what is q1? Q1 value is to the 5 microcoulomb, right? So I will write it as 5 into 10 to the power minus 6. Micro means 10 to the power minus 6. Q2 4 microcoulomb, 4 into 10 to the power minus 6. Q3 6 microcoulomb, 6 into 10 to the power minus 6 plus Q4. Correct? Add all this. What you will get? 5 plus 4 9, 9 plus 6 15. So 15 into 10 to the power minus 6 I will get. 15 into 10 to the power minus 6 plus Q4. Correct? So Q4 is equal to, new barkondre, Q4 is equal to, you will get minus 15 into 10 to the power minus 6 coulomb, or simply you can write it as minus 15 microcoulomb. So it has to be negative. Negative ಇದ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಅದು ನಮಗೆ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ 0 ಇರ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇದೆ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇವು ಮೂರು ತರದ್ದು ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ದ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಆದ್ರೆ To cancel out that positive potential due to all these three, this has to be negative charge, so that its negative potential will get cancelled with positive potential of all these three. So it is minus 15 microcoulomb. Q4 is minus 15 microcoulomb, right? This is how we have to calculate. Okay, let us go for the next question. See, next question is 2-point charges plus 1 nanocoulomb minus 4 nanocoulomb are 1 meter apart in air. Find position along the line joining the two charges where resultant potential is 0. Okay, so let us take a line here. Okay, this is a straight line. Well, so this is the straight line I have taken here. There are two charges kept here now. Okay, let me say this is the first charge and this is the second charge. First charge Q1 is 1 nanocoulomb. Second charge Q2 is minus 4 nanocoulomb. They are at a distance of 1 meter apart. 1 meter apart. The distance between them is 1 meter apart. They are saying, find position along the line joining two charges where resultant potential is 0. Nodri, potential it is a system of two charges, Q1 and Q2 ಅಂತ ಎರಡು charges ಅದಾವ. So potential 0 ಇರುವಂತ points ನಮಗೆ total 3 ಸಿಗ್ತಾವ. And very first thing what you have to know is, if there are unlike charges, then only you will get 0 potential point. Positive, negative ಇದ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ 0 potential point ಸಿಗ್ತದ್ರಿ. Because positive charge is the positive potential, negative charge is the negative potential. These both will get cancelled and they will get 0 potential point. If both are negative or both are positive, will not get 0 potential point. Remember this first. Second thing, for a system of two charges, there will be 3 positive potential points. More 0 potential points irtave. There will be 3 0 potential points. 1 0 potential point will be in between the charges. 1 0 potential point will be outside the system of the charges, and 1 0 potential point will be at infinity, right? And 0 potential point will always be close to the smaller charge, right? ಇಲ್ಲಿ smaller charge ಯಾವುದು 1 nanocoulomb, magnitude all small ಇರುವಂತದ್ದು. So ಇದು ನಾವು first point ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂಡು, let me say this is the point where the potential is 0. This is first point. And let me say this is the point where again the potential is 0. I will call this a second point. Okay, let me take the distance of this first point from the first charge as x. If this is x, distance of the second charge from that point is 1 minus x, right? Because total distance is 1 meter. Okay, so you know potential at this point is 0 ante ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಈಗ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, at this point I will call that point as p. So potential at point p is equal to potential due to first charge plus potential due to second charge. There are two charges, hence there has to be two potentials at that point. ಆ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಎರಡು ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ಸ್ ಇರಬೇಕು, ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್? ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಎರಡು ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಅದಾವ್ರಿ, 3 ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಇದ್ರೆ 3 ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಇರ್ತಾವೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಅಟ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಬಿ 0, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ನೋನ್. ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಅಟ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ 1, ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಎರಡೂ ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಎರಡು ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ಸ್ ಬರಿಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಯೂಸ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ, 1/4 π naught q divided by r. Point charge, potential of the point charge, that formula we have to use. So I will take 1/4 π naught common here. 1/4 π naught common. In the bracket, Q1, that is 1 nanocoulomb. Q1 divided by its distance, that is x, plus Q2, that is negative, right? Negative. So charge the value will mention madibodona. Let us mention the value of charge. So this is 1 nanocoulomb, 1 into 10 raised to minus 9, divided by its distance is x. Its distance is x. Minus 4 nanocoulomb. So minus 4. Take the sign here. First chapter ಒಳಗೆ ನಾವು ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ತಗೋತಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಬಂದಾಗ ನೀವು ಸೈನ್ ತಗೋಬೇಕು. 1 minus x. You have to take the sign because positive charge gives positive potential, negative charge gives negative potential, right? That's why we have to take sign. 1/4 π naught, taking on this side, it will become 0. So here I will get it as 1 into 10 raised to minus 9 divided by x, plus into minus minus 4 into 10 raised to minus 9 divided by 1 minus x, correct? So I will shift this on this side, it will become positive. So I will get 4 into 10 raised to minus 9 divided by 1 minus x is equal to 1 into 10 raised to minus 9 divided by x. So 10 raised to minus 9, 10 raised to minus 9 will get cancelled. I will get 4 divided by 1 minus x is equal to 1 divided by x. 1 divided by x. Cross multiply this, x into 4 will be 4x. 1 into 1 minus x will be 1 minus x. take that x on this side, it will become plus, so this will be 5x is equal to 1. So x is equal to 1 divided by 5 meters. So at this much distance the potential will be 0. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ x ನಮಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬಂತಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ 1 by 5. If you want distance from q2, you subtract 1 by 5 here, ಅಂದ್ರೆ substitute ಮಾಡ್ರಿ, x equal to 1 by 5 you substitute here, 1 minus 1 by 5, right? It will give you 4 by 5. Okay, next if you want to calculate this distance of this point, now take this distance as x, right? This distance you take it as x. Then q1, distance of this zero potential point from q1 is x. Then distance of that zero potential point from q2, it will be 1 plus x. ಇದು 1 plus x ಆಗ್ತದ್ರಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತನಕ 1 meter, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇದು ಮುಂದೆ ಮತ್ತೆ x meter. So to calculate that second point, this is for the first point, this is for the first point. For second point, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಒಳಗೂ ನಮಗೆ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ 0 ಇರ್ತದ್ರಿ. ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ 0 ಇರಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಇವ್ ಎರಡು ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ಬಂದತ್ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ದಿಸ್ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ಲಿ ಟೆಲ್ಸ್ ದಟ್ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಅಪೋಸಿಟ್. ಸೊ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ನಡೀತದೆ. ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್, ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಈಕ್ವಲ್, ಸೊ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಇಟ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದೇರ್. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಇಟ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಲೈಕ್ ದಟ್, v1 is equal to v2. v1 is potential of the first charge 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. q1 is 1 nanocoulomb, 1 into 10 raised to minus 9 divided by its distance is x, is equal to v2 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. q2 is 4 nanocoulomb, minus 4 nanocoulomb, 4 into 10 to the power minus 9. ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮೈನಸ್ ನಾವು ತಗೊಂಡಿರ್ತೀವಿ, ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನ ಈ ಕಡೆ ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ಕೂಡಲೇ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀವಲ್ಲ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ 4 into 10 raised to minus 9 divided by its distance is 1 plus x. Its distance is 1 plus x. So 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, 10 raised to minus 9, 10 raised to minus 9 will get cancelled. You will get it as 1 divided by x equal to 4 divided by 1 plus x. ಈ ತರ ನಿಮಗೆ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಕ್ರಾಸ್ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ, ಇವೆರಡು ಕ್ರಾಸ್ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ. 1 plus x is equal to 4 into x, 4x. You take x on this side, you will get it as 4x minus x, it is 3x. So x equal to, you will get 1 divided by 3 meters, right? So this is the distance, how we have to find the distance. Hope this is clear for you. We'll go for the next question. So next question is, see, this is on capacitors now, right? Potential ಮೇಲೂ ಬರ್ಬೋದು, capacitors ಮೇಲೂ ಬರ್ಬೋದು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಏನ ಈ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಕೇಸಸ್ ಏನದಾವಲ್ಲ, ಈಗ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಆಫ್ 2 ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಆಫ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಆಫ್ 3 ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್, ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲಿಂದ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ಸ್ ತಗೊಂಡಿಲ್ರೆ. ದೋಸ್ ಆರ್ ಸಿಂಪಲ್. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಬರ್ತಾವ್ರಿ. ದಟ್ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ನಾಟ್ ಟೇಕನ್, ಬೆಟರ್ ಯು ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ದಟ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ. ಓಕೆ, ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಚಾನ್ಸಸ್ ಏನದ ಅವನ್ನ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡತ್ತೀನಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಟೂ ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟರ್ಸ್ 2 microfarad and 1.5 microfarad are connected in series. Two other capacitors 3 microfarad and 6 microfarad are connected in series. Okay, ivu eradu series olagada. These combinations are connected in parallel. Ivu eradu series combinations in parallel olaga connect madadana with each other. Find effective capacitance of the combination. Okay, so ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, first there are two capacitors, 2 microfarad and 1.5 microfarad, they are connected in series. So first ಎರಡು capacitors in series ಒಳಗೆ ತಗೊಳ್ರಿ. This is first capacitor, this is second capacitor, these both are connected in series. ಇವೆರಡು ನಮಗೆ series ಒಳಗೆ ಅದಾವ್ರಿ. So C1 is equal to 2 microfarad, C2 is equal to 1.5 microfarad. ಇವೆರಡು ನಮಗೆ series ಒಳಗೆ ಅದಾವ್ರಿ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, 2 more capacitors are in series, 3 microfarad, 6 microfarad. These both are in series. Correct? So these both are in series. So this is C3 anta na tagotini. C3 is 3 microfarad. C4 is 6 microfarad. Correct? So these both are in series. These both are in series. Now what they are telling, these combinations are connected in parallel. Andre ee series combination ಎರಡು ನಮಗೆ parallel ಒಳಗೆ ಅದಾವ. These both are in parallel. Correct? These both are in parallel. C1, C2, C3, C4. These are in parallel. They are asking us find effective capacitance of the combination. See, if two capacitors are in series, effective series combination capacitance will be C1 into C2 divided by C1 plus C2. ಎರಡು capacitors series ಒಳಗಿದೆ. If two capacitors are in parallel, effective capacitance will be C1 plus C2. So these are the formulas we have to use. ಈ formulas ನಾವು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ, ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಈಗ ನಮಗೆ C1 ಮತ್ತು C2 ಇವೆರಡು series ಒಳಗೆ ಅದಾವ್ರಿ. These both are in series. So I will find the effective capacitance of these both. C1 ಮತ್ತು C2 the effective, C12 I will call it as. So the formula will be C1 into C2 divided by C1 plus C2. Okay. C1 is 2 micro and C2 is 5 micro. So micro into micro, 10 raised to minus 6 into 10 raised to minus 6, it will be 10 raised to minus 12 divided by C1 plus C2, 2 micro plus 5 micro, right? So this is 2 5s are 10, 10 into 10 to the power minus 12 divided by 10 to the power minus 6 na common ತಗೋಬಹುದು. Common ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಬ್ರಾಕೆಟ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಉಳಿತದೆ 2 plus 5. 2 plus 5 is 7. 7 into 10 to the power minus 6. 7 into 10 to the power minus 6. So I will get it as either minus 6, ಇದ್ರೊಳಗಿಂದ minus 6 ಹೋಯ್ತು. So I will get it as 10 divided by 7 into 10 to the power minus 6 ಬರ್ತದೆ. 10 divided by 7 into 10 to the power minus 6. Okay, let us calculate this then. 10 divided by 7. Okay, so 10 divided by 7, this is 1.428. So I will get C12. C12 is equal to 1.428 into 10 to the power minus 6 farad. Right? Okay, so I got C12. C12 is the effective of these two capacitors. Next, C34. These both are also in series only. C3 and C4 are also in series only. I will calculate the effect of this. C34 is equal to C3 into C4 divided by C3 plus C4. C3 plus C4. Series the formula use madhatini. Okay, so this will be 3 and 6. So 3 into 6 into 10 to the power minus 12. Micro into micro will be 10 to the power minus 12. Divided by, I will take it as 3 plus 6 into 10 to the power minus 6. So this is, see, 3 into 6, it is 18 into 10 to the power minus 12. Idodre minus 6 minus 12 hoytu antadre illi minus 6 ulitade. Minus 6 from this, minus 6 from this. Minus 6 will be remaining. Divided by 3 plus 6 is 9. So 9 ones are 9 twos. I will get it as 2 into 10 to the power minus 6. Right? Farad. So I got C12 and sorry. Here C2 is 1.5. It is not 5. I'm extremely sorry. So this is 1.5. Okay, let us take it as 1.5. I will calculate it once more. I'm extremely sorry. Okay. So the value is 1.5, right? 1.5 microfarad. So the 2 into 1.5 into 10 to the power minus 12 divided by 2 plus 1.5 into 10 to the power minus 6. 10 to the power minus 6. Correct? So the answer will change. You know, this is 2 into 1.5 will be 3. 3 into 10 to the power minus 12 divided by 2 plus 1.5 is 3.5 into 10 to the power minus 6. So 3 divided by 3.5 you have to take it as. Okay, you take it as 3 divided by 3.5. Okay, it is 0.857. 0.857 into 10 to the power minus 6 minus 6 ಹೋಯ್ತಂದ್ರೆ 10 to the power minus 6 ಉಳಿತದೆ. Okay, 10 to the power minus 6. Okay, C12 is equal to, I will get it as 0.857 into 10 to the power minus 6 farad. This much I will get. Correct? So this is what I will get. So 3 divided by 3.5. Correct? 3.5. 0.857. Okay. So next we have to add these both. See, C12 is in parallel with the C34. That's why effective capacitance will be C12 plus C34. We have to add these both. So this is 0.854 plus this is 2 and 10 to the power minus 6 is common. 10 to the power minus 6 is common. So this will be 2.854. 2.854 into 10 to the power minus 6 farad. So this much will be the effective capacitance. If you want, you can remove this 10 to the power minus 6 and you can write it as microfarad. Adinu microfarad anta baribodu. So this much will be the effective capacitance. Okay, we'll go for the next question then. See, find effective capacitance between A and B. A illade, this is A. So this is A. This is A. This is B. So we have to find effective capacitance between A and B. This is 2 microfarad, 6 microfarad, 3 microfarad, 6 microfarad, 4 microfarad, 12 microfarad. Right? So how to identify the combinations now? Combinations how to identify madkobeku. Main thing is you have to understand identifying the combinations. ಸಿ ನಾ ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಯಾವ ತರ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂತೇಳಿ ನೀಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ KCET ಫಿಸಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ನಮಗೆ ಪ್ಲೇ ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಅದ ರೀ ಒಂದು. ಯು ಗೋ ಟು ದಟ್ ಪ್ಲೇ ಲಿಸ್ಟ್. ಆ ಪ್ಲೇ ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟನ್ಸ್ ಆ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ದ ವಿಡಿಯೋಸ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟರ್ಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಡನ್ ಪ್ರಾಬಬ್ಲಿ 2 or 3 videos I have done. So there I have told very in very detail about the combination of capacitors. ಯಾವ ತರ ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಗಳನ್ನ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ. If you get the time, you please watch that video also. You will get very detailed idea about identifying the combinations. ಇಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ಬಟ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ನಿಮಗೆ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಆಗೋಂಗ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ, ಬಟ್ ಇನ್ನೂ ಡೀಟೇಲ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ನೋಡಬಹುದು. See, if the capacitors are in series, remember charge will be same and voltage will be different. If the capacitors are in parallel, then charge will be different and potential will be same. Correct? It conditions ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೋರಿ. ಈಗ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಸಪೋಸ್ ನಮಗೆ ಎರಡು ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟರ್ಸ್ ಅದಾವ ಅಂತ ಇಟ್ಕೊರಿ. ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ 2 ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟರ್ಸ್. ಇವೆರಡು ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟರ್ಸ್ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಕನೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಅದಾವ. ಇಲ್ಲೊಂದು ಬ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿ ಅದ. ಈ ಬ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿದಿಂದ ಹೋಗುವಂತ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಏನಾಗ್ತದ್ರಿ, ಇಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ಸಮ್ಹೌ ರೀಚ್ ದ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಟರ್ಮಿನಲ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಬ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿದ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಟರ್ಮಿನಲ್ ವಾಪಸ್ ಬರಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ಪಾಸ್ ಥ್ರೂ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟರ್, ಸೇಮ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ಪಾಸ್ ಥ್ರೂ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟರ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ಕಮ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ನೋ ಅದರ್ ಪಾತ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಟ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಟು ಕಮ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಟು ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್. ಬ್ಯಾಟ್ರಿದ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಬರ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇರೆ ಹಾದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಎರಡೂ ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟರ್ಸ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಸೇಮ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂದಮೇಲೆ ದೀಸ್ ಬೋತ್ ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟರ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಇನ್ ಸೀರೀಸ್. If these both capacitors are connected like this, to the same battery, now somehow Q charge is coming out from the battery and it has to come back to negative also. This Q charge, after coming to this point, it will get divided in two parts because it is having two paths further. It is having two paths, right? So this is one path, this is second path. Two routes it has. So this Q will get divided in two parts, Q1, Q2. Since the charges are different, these both capacitors are said to be in parallel. If the charges are different, they will be in parallel. If the charges are same, they will be in series. This is how we have to identify. In voltage node, if the voltage of this battery is V, in series, the voltage will get divided. If the V is the ಎರಡು parts ಆಗಿ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಆಗ್ತದ್ರಿ, V1 ಮತ್ತು V2. ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಇತರದ್ದು ಎಷ್ಟು ವೋಲ್ಟೇಜ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ವೋಲ್ಟೇಜ್ ಇದಕ್ಕೂ ಇರ್ತದ್ರಿ, ಅಷ್ಟೇ ವೋಲ್ಟೇಜ್ ಇದಕ್ಕೂ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್? ಓಕೆ. This is how we have to identify the series as well as parallel combination of capacitors. Okay, in detail if you want you can watch that video. Okay, here let me tell you, let me say charge is entering at A. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ Q charge ಬಂತಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಜಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಗೆ ಬಂದ ಕೂಡಲೇ ಅದು ಎರಡು ಪಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಆಗ್ತದ್ರಿ. It will get divided in two parts, Q1 and Q2. This Q1 will pass through 6 microfarad, it will pass through 3 microfarad, it will come here. Q2 will pass through 12 microfarad, it will pass through 4 microfarad, sorry, Q2 pass through 4 microfarad, it will come here. So Q1 and Q2 together they will add and you will get Q charge again here. So what is the combination now? What is the combination? See, combination we will get to know here clearly. 6 micro and 3 micro, these both are in series. Why? Q1 and Q1 charge are flowing. So these both are in series. ಇವೆರಡು ನಮಗೆ series ಒಳಗದಾವ್ರಿ. 4 micro and 12 micro, these both are in series because same charge is flowing through both of them. So these both are in series, these both are in series. Correct? So ಈಗ ನಾವು ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇತರದ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇತರದ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್? So let us find out the effective. Okay, effective of these both capacitors I will call it as CS1. ಯಾವ್ದ್ರದ್ದು 6 micro ಮತ್ತು 3 micro. Effective of these both I will call it as CS2. Okay, first CS1 ನಾವು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. These both are in series. So series ಒಳಗಿದ್ರೆ capacitance, effective capacitance the formula ಏನ್ರಿ, C1 into C2 divided by C1 plus C2. Correct? C1 into C2, 6 micro into 3 micro. So micro into micro, 10 to the power minus 12. Divided by 6 plus 3, 9 into 10 to the power minus 6. Correct? So 3 1s are 3 3s are 3 1s are 3 2s are minus 6 will get cancelled. You will get it as 2 into 10 to the power minus 6 farad. Just capacitance. ಇವೆರಡು ತುರುದು ಸೇರಿ ನಮಗೆ ಬರ್ತದ್ರಿ. Similarly CS2 ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ it is again we have to take the same formula, C1 into C2 by C1 plus C2, but this time the capacitors are 12 microfarad and 4 microfarad. Correct? So it will be 12 into 4 into 10 to the power minus 12. Micro into micro, 10 to the power minus 6 into 10 to the power minus 6, divided by 12 plus 4, 16 into 10 to the power minus 6 4 1s are 4 4s are 4 1s are 4 3s are. So ನಿಮಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತದೆ minus 6 cancel ಆಗಿ 3 into 10 to the power minus 6 farad. This much you will get. Correct? So ಈಗ ಈ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ನೋಡ್ರಿ ನೀವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇದನ್ನ ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿಫೈ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. These both are in series. ಇವು ಎರಡು ತರದ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟೆನ್ಸ್ ನಮಗೆ 2 ಮೈಕ್ರೋಫರಡ್ ಬಂತು. ಇವು ಎರಡು ತರದ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟೆನ್ಸ್ ನಮಗೆ 3 ಮೈಕ್ರೋಫರಡ್ ಬಂತು. ಸೊ ನೋಡ್ರಿ this is point A and this capacitor is of 2 microfarad. This capacitor is of 2 microfarad. These both capacitors together you take it as a single capacitor. ಅದನ್ನ ಒಂದು ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟರ್ ಅಂತ ತಗೊಳ್ರಿ. You take it as single capacitor. Correct? And that capacitor is called as CS1. ಅದರದ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ನಮಗೆ 2 ಮೈಕ್ರೋಫರಡ್ ಅದ. ಅದರದ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ನಮಗೆ 2 ಮೈಕ್ರೋಫರಡ್ ಅದ. ನಮಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದದ್ರಿ ಆನ್ಸರ್ 6 ಮೈಕ್ರೋಫರಡ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನದ you keep it as it is. This is point B. Okay, this is 6 microfarad. These both capacitors together are in series. ಅದರದ effective ನಮಗೆ 3 microfarad ಬಂದದ. So you take it as a single capacitor now. You take it as a single capacitor. So ಇದರದ capacitance C ಎಷ್ಟು? ಇದರದ capacitance ಎಷ್ಟದ? 3 microfarad. I will get. Correct? Now these both capacitors are in parallel. These both capacitors are in parallel. So ಅದರದ effective capacitance ನಮಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಆಗ್ತದಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ CP is equal to CS1 plus CS2 because they are in parallel. So 2 micro plus 3 micro, this will be 5 microfarad. 5 microfarad. So if ಎರಡು capacitors ಕೂಡಿ ಅದನ್ನ ನೀವು ಒಂದೇ ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟರ್ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. You take it as a single capacitor because ಅದರದ effective ನಾವು find ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ. Okay, so now you take it as single capacitor. Okay, this capacitor is of 5 microfarad now. Okay, I will take this one as C1, this one as C2 and this one as C3. Right? Okay, so now we have to find out the effective capacitance of these three. Okay, so let us find the effective capacitance of these three. When three capacitors are in series, effective capacitance is given by C1 into C2 into C3 divided by C1 into C2 plus C2 into C3 plus C3 into C1. ಈ ತರ ನಮಗೆ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಬರ್ತದೆ. If three capacitors are in series, two capacitors are in series, this is the formula. Three capacitors in series, this is the formula. Okay, so I will write it as CAB is equal to C1 into C2 into C3, 2 into 5 10, 10 into 6 60. So 60 into micro into micro into micro, 10 raised to minus 6 minus 6 minus 6. Correct, it will be minus 18. So 10 to the power minus 18 divided by C1 into C2, 2 into 5 10, micro into micro 10 to the power minus 12 plus C2 into C3, 5 into 6 30, micro into micro 10 to the power minus 12 plus C3 into C1, 6 into 2 12, micro into micro 10 to the power minus 12. Okay, well, next CAB is equal to 60 into 10 to the power minus 18, 60 into 10 to the power minus 18 divided by, see, I can take 10 to the power minus 12 common in this, 10 to the power minus 12 common, 10 to the power minus 12 common. So this is 10 plus this is 30 plus this is 12. Okay, so minus 12 from this and minus 12 from this will get cancelled. I will get it as 60 divided by, sorry, 60 into 10 to the power minus 12 ಇದ್ರೊಳಗಿಂದ ಹೋಯ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ minus 6 ನಮಗೆ ಉಳಿತು divided by 10 plus 30 40, 40 plus 12 52. I will get it as 52. So you have to divide this now. ಇದು ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಡ್ರಿ. So dividing this you will get 60 divided by 52. Okay, that is 1.153. So this is 1.153 into 10 to the power minus 6 farad, or simply I can write it as 1.153 microfarad anta na baribodu. So this much is the effective capacitance between AB. This much is the effective capacitance between AB. Hope you understood this. Okay, well, let us go for the next question. Okay, when two capacitors are connected in series, notice there are two capacitors are connected in series and connected across a 4 kilovolt line, energy stored in the system is 8 joule. Okay, the same two capacitors are connected in parallel and across the same line, the energy stored is 36 joules. Find individual capacitance. Capacitors ಗಳನ್ನು ನಾವು ಫೈಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಿಲ್ಲ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದಾರೆ, there are two capacitors. Okay, there are two capacitors C1 and C2. They are in series ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. They are in series. Okay, C1 and C2 are in series. These both are in series. Correct? And they are connected to 4 kilovolt line. So the voltage is 4 kilo volt. 4 kilo means 10 raised to 3 volts. Correct. And how much is the energy stored in that series combination? It is 8 joule. Energy stored is 8 joule. ಇಷ್ಟು ನಮಗೆ ಗಿವನ್ ಅದು. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಎರಡು ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟರ್ಸ್ ನಮಗೆ ಸೀರೀಸ್ ಒಳಗದವು. ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಟೆಲ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ದಟ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಏನಂತಾನೆ, ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟರ್ಸ್ ಇಫ್ ಕನೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಇನ್ ಪ್ಯಾರಲಲ್, ಅಂದ್ರೆ C1 is in parallel with C2. C1 is in parallel with C2 across the same line. Same line means again the potential is same. 4 into 10 raised to 3 volts. Correct. The energy stored is 36 joules. So ಈ ಸರಿ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಇಸ್ 36 joule. Correct. This much is the energy. Find individual capacitance. Individual capacitance ಅನ್ನು ಫೈಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ ಈಗ ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ಡ್ ನಮಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಎನರ್ಜಿದ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಏನು? ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಇಸ್ half CV square. This is the energy formula. You take effective capacitance here. ಇಲ್ಲೂ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾನೆ, ಎನರ್ಜಿದ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ, half CV square. But this time you use CP, effective parallel capacitance ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ series capacitance. Okay, energy is 8 joule. This is 1 divided by 2. CS we don't know, V square. 4 into 10 to the power 3 whole square. 2 I will multiply it for 8, it will be 16 CS, and this will be 4 square will be 16 into 10 to the power 3 into 2 will be 6. 16 and 16 will get cancelled. So I will get CS is equal to 1 into 10 to the power minus 6. What is CS? CS is series combination of two capacitors C1 and C2. So two capacitors in C1 and C2, it will give you as C1 into C2 divided by C1 plus C2. This is the formula of two capacitors in series, equal to 1 into 10 to the power minus 6. You cannot solve it further now because there are two unknown quantities, C1 and C2. So then equation 1 anta tagondre, you cannot solve it further. Okay, now here this is U. U is 36 joule. 36 equal to half CP V square. V is how much? 4 into 10 to the power 3 whole square. I will multiply this 2 for this 36, it will be 72. 72 equal to CP, and this will be 16 into 10 to the power 6. 16 into 10 to the power 6. So CP is equal to, I will get it as CP is equal to 72 divided by 16 into 10 to the power 6. Okay. So 72 divided by 16 you have to take 72 divided by 16. 72 divided by 16, this will be 4.5. 72 divided by 16. Okay, 4.5. 10 to the power minus plus 6, I will take it to the numerator. It will be 10 to the power minus 6. What is CP? It is effective parallel combination of two capacitors. So effective parallel combination of two capacitors means it will be C1 plus C2. C1 plus C2, 4.5 into 10 to the power minus 6. This is equation number 2. This is equation number 2. Correct? See, here we have C1 plus C2. We got the value of C1 plus C2. So put this in equation 1. Putting in equation 1. Right? Okay, let me make some space here. Okay. So putting in equation 1. Put equation 2 in equation 1. You will get it like this. Put equation 2 in equation 1. You will get it like this. C1 into C2 divided by, in place of C1 plus C2, I am substituting this 4.5 into 10 raised to minus 6 equal to 1 into 10 raised to minus 6. So what I will get? I will get C1 into C2 is equal to 4.1 into 1, 4.5 into 1, 4.5. 10 raised to minus 6 into 10 raised to minus 6, 10 raised to minus 12. Let this be equation number 3. See, you got sum of C1 plus C2 and you got a product of C1 plus C2. Sum of C1 plus C2 and product of C1 plus C2. When you have sum and product of two things, to calculate the individual value of those, you better use this formula. C1 plus C2 whole square is equal to C1 minus C2 whole square plus 4C1 into C2. Most of the people will solve this problem from here by solving the equations. Andre ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, C1 into C2, C1 plus C2 ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಸಿಕ್ಕಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ equations ಗಳನ್ನ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂತ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. where they will make the mistake. Most of the students will make the mistake there. So when you have product of two things and sum of two things, you use this formula to use the individual values, easily will get it, right? Okay. So here C1 plus C2 whole square, C1 plus C2 whole square, C1 plus C2 the value ನಮಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ? It is 4.5 into 10 to the power minus 6, right? Whole square is equal to, we don't know the value of C1 minus C2, so you keep it as it is, plus 4. C1 into C2, value of C1 into C2 is 4.5 into 10 to the power minus 12. Okay, so this is 4.5 into 10 to the power minus 12. Now you simplify this. Idನ್ನು simplify ಮಾಡ್ರಿ. ಇಲ್ಲೇ ನಿಮಗೆ 4.5 into 4.5, what you will get? 20.25. So this is 20.25 into 10 to the power minus 6 whole square will be 10 to the power minus 12 is equal to C1 minus C2 whole square plus 4 into 4.5, 4 into 4.5, this is 18 into 10 to the power minus 12, correct? Shift that 18 on this side, you will get it as 20.25 minus 18 into 10 to the power minus 12, 10 to the power minus 12. So this will be C1 minus C2 whole square. 20.25 minus 18, it will be 2.25, minus 18, it will be 2.25. So this is 2.25 into 10 to the power minus 12. So I will get C1 minus C2 whole square is equal to this much. Taking square roots on both the sides. So take the square root of 2.25. Square root of 2.25 is 1.5. So this is 1.5. Square root of 10 to the power minus 12 will be 10 to the power minus 6. Right? Ekadra divided by 2 ಆಗ್ತದ್ರಿ minus 6. And this will be C1 minus C2 equal to. Correct? Let this be equation number 4. Now what you do? You solve equation 2 and 4. From equations 2 and 4. From equations 2 and 4. What you will get? Equation 2 is C1 plus C2. C1 plus C2 equal to 4.5 into 10 to the power minus 6. Right? C1 plus C2. How much is C1 minus C2? C1 minus C2 is 1.5 into 10 to the power minus 6. So plus C2 minus C2 will get cancelled here. It will get cancelled. C1 plus C1, this will be 2C1. 2C1 is equal to 4.5 plus 1.5. It will be 6. Right? So 6 into 10 to the power minus 6. So I will get C1 is equal to 3 microfarad. Right? Either 2 ones are 2 3s are 3 microfarad bantu. C1 is equal to 3 microfarad. Put this value of C1 in equation 1. So this is 3 microfarad. You take that 3 on that side. So 4.5 minus 3, it will be 1.5. So I will get C2 is equal to 1.5 microfarad. Correct? So this is how we have to calculate the individual values of C1 as well as C2. So we got value of C1, we got value of C2. C1 you substitute in equation 2, you will get C2. Correct? This is how we have to calculate it. So remember, when you have product and sum, you use this formula, you will get the individual values. Other time the equation bartada, equation solve madkondre, you will get this. Okay, we'll go for the last question then. In a circular parallel plate capacitor, circular parallel plate capacitor, radius of each plate is 5 cm. Radius is given, and they are separated by a distance of 2 mm. Distance between the plates is given. Calculate the capacitance and energy. Capacitance find ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, energy stored find ಮಾಡಬೇಕು when it is charged by a battery of 200 volts, and charge on each plate ನಾವು calculate ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Okay. See, this is parallel plate capacitor only, but plates are circular. Plates are circular. So this is one plate, this is another plate. Correct? So here, these are the two parallel plate capacitors. So this is a parallel plate capacitor where plates are circular. Radius of each plate is given. Radius of each plate is 5 centimeter. 5 centimeter. Correct? And the distance between the two plates, is given. It is 2 millimeter. 2 millimeter. Battery connected to this capacitor is given, it is 200 volts. 200 volts. They are asking us to calculate the capacitance. They are asking us to calculate the energy, and they are asking us to calculate the charge on each plate of the capacitor. These are the things we have to calculate. This 5 centimeter, this meter, 5 into 10 to the power minus 2 meter. 2 millimeter ಅದು ಇದನ್ನ ಮೀಟರ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಬರೀರಿ 2 into 10 to the power minus 3 meter. Correct? First capacitance find ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Capacitance of a parallel plate capacitor is given by epsilon naught A divided by D. This is the formula of capacitance of a parallel plate capacitor. This one I will write it as epsilon naught. Since the plates are circular, area will be pi r square. Pi r square divided by D. Okay. What is the value of epsilon naught? It should be known 8.854 into 10 to the power minus 12. What is the value of pi? It is 3.142 into r square. R square is 5 into 10 raised to minus 2 whole square. So this will be 25 into 10 to the power minus 4. This square ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೀನಿ. 25 into 10 to the power minus 4 divided by distance. How much is distance? Distance is 2 into 10 to the power minus 3. 2 into 10 to the power minus 3. Okay. Now we will simplify this. What we will get? What we will get? We will get it as 8.854 into 3.142 into 25. So this is 695.4817 into 10 to the power minus 12 minus 4 will be 10 to the power minus 16 divided by 2 into 10 to the power minus 3. So this much divided by 2, it is 347.74. 347.74. Correct? So minus 3 from this will go. You will get it as 10 to the power minus 13. Okay. So capacitance is 347.74 into 10 to the power minus 13, or I can simply write it as 34.774 into 10 to the power minus 12 farad. This much I can write. So I got first value, that is capacitance. Idu namagu gottaytu. Next, energy. Energy stored calculate madlikke we have the formula half CV square. This is the formula of energy stored. C we got to know already. So half into C. How much is C? C is 34.774 into 10 to the power minus 12 into V square. V is how much? 200. So 200 ಇದನ್ನ 2 into 10 raised to 2 ಅಂತ ಬರೀಬಹುದು, ಅಥವಾ you simply write it like this. 200 square ಅಂದ್ರೆ it will be 40,000. It will be 40,000. Okay, let us simplify this. ಇದನ್ನ simplify ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ actually there are 4 zeros. So 10 raised to 4. So 10 raised to plus, sorry, 10 raised to plus 4, 10 raised to plus 4, and 10 raised to minus 4 from this will get cancelled. You will get it as 1 by 2 into 34.774 into 10 to the power minus 8. 10 to the power minus 8 into 4. Right? Into 4. ಇಲ್ಲಿ 4 zeros ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ, 4 ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ. Okay. Well, okay. Now we will simplify this. So we will get it as 34.774 into 4 into 4. So numerator is divided by 2. Divided by 2. 69.548. So this is 69.548 into 10 to the power minus 8 joule. Correct? Joule. So we will get it as energy this much. So this is the energy. Next, we have to calculate what? We have to calculate charge. So charge calculate madlikke, see, we have C is equal to Q divided by V. So Q you want. Charge on each plate will be same. One terminal positive irtadre, one terminal negative irtadre, but charge will be same in magnitude. So Q is equal to C into V. C is known, V is known. So you just multiply it. C is known, V is known, you just multiply it. How much is C? C is 34.774, right? Into how much is V? V is 200. V is 200. So 6954.8. 6954.8 into 10 to the power minus 12 into 10 to the power minus 12 coulomb, right? So this much will be the charge. So we got the value of charge, value of energy, and value of capacity. In case ನಮಗೆ suppose you rectangular plates ಕೊಡ್ತಿದ್ರು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅದರ ಏರಿಯಾ ಕೊಡ್ತಿದ್ರು, they would have given the area, or they would have given you the length and breadth of that plate. So that is how we have to solve the 5 mark numericals on this chapter. Dear students, I have covered almost all the types of 5 marks numericals in this video on this chapter. So this series will be continued for the further chapters also. Dear students, if you have watched this video up till this point, then please, if you like the content of this channel, please don't forget to subscribe the channel and share the video, share the channel with your friends. Please speak about the channel with your friends, with your juniors, with your seniors, and please connect them to this community, right? Thank you so much. If you need anything else, please put the comment in in the comment box, and we'll continue the series of videos. Thank you. Please keep watching and supporting the channel. We'll meet again in the next video. Thank you.